Well, ladies and gentlemen, I think it's my task to see if and how I can properly close the conference. I could do it the simple and maybe the smartest way by just saying, well, the conference is closed, thank you very much, have a good trip home. But maybe you expect more. If you expect full conference conclusions, recommendations, at least a two-pager with a full list, I think I have to disappoint you. Not so much because I had something better to do last evening, but mainly because I think that this conference, and that says a lot about the conference, is largely self-conclusive. The primary aims of the conference were to present, demonstrate, and in particular discuss the ACCSEAS testbed results to you and with you. And I think, well, having been part of it for the duration, having been both in plenary and visiting into the working shops, in the workshops, I think presentation, demonstration, and discussion, those aims have been met. I see the project manager nodding. He's happy, so how can I be unhappy? But there's a bit more, but also very much self-conclusive. It's clear that is a clear message that came from you as a general overall message. It's nice what you've done. It's promising what you've done. It could and maybe should be workable, but please give it a follow-up and make it work as soon as possible. As soon as possible. That is a general message, just specifically raised again by Wim van Buren, but I think that is the consensus message you have given us. And I think that is the general conclusion. No, it's the general recommendation to, not so much to Elwin, but to everybody involved in whatever follow-up ACCSEAS will get. In the IMO, in the member states, in Ayala, in IHO, in all, well, you've seen all the possible participants in the follow-up presented by Peter Paap, but also by national governments, by the industry, by build that business case. Francis Zachariah spoke about, which is very important. How can we make things happen without the regulatory forces that may take some time? How can we do it by market mechanisms? So be practical, be fast, do it, make it work. That's the list of recommendations I would give as a legacy to the ACCSEAS project. Ladies and gentlemen, and I think it was already announced, but to make it sure, any post-conference reports, and in particular photos, will be published on the ACCSEAS website. And all the project documents, also the input documents, will be available on the same ACCSEAS website for at least a further year. For a year. So make sure you monitor that ACCSEAS website, so you will find everything you are looking for. It has been very much a honor and a pleasure for me to be your chairman. But when Peter Paap, on behalf of the team, invited me to do it, and that was a couple of months ago, I told him, well, yes, why not? It's an interesting subject, but I retired, so if I can be a piece of wallpaper, I should have taken on a brownish suit, maybe but, well, you and everybody that supported me, but including the audience, helped me very much to make my life over the last 3 days very easy. And I'm very grateful to all of you for that, for your discipline, for your all your contributions, your participation in general, and the way you did that in view of the aims, and most importantly, to get your views, to get a real discussion on the outcomes of the ACCSEAS project. So I'm grateful to all of you. Thank you very much. Thanks, of course, to all those people before and behind the screens that made it all happen. Many have been named by Mike Bullock last night, that released me from the task to make sure that every single person is included in my expression of gratitude. But thank you all. Thanks to speakers, workshop facilitators, and so on. And not to forget the technicians that made sure that even if things failed, to come with a backup and make sure we could continue our work. Thank you very much. Have a safe journey home, and hope to see you back. Bye-bye.